All right, you wanted the wild one. The rabbit hole continues. Part 7. So if there are infinite versions of you existing across all timelines, are the other versions NPCs? Let's break this open, and I promise you've never heard it explained like this before. And before you roll your eyes and scroll, yes, I have scientific research to back this up. Let's go. First, let's clear this up. There are no NPC versions of you. There are only less conscious versions, less upgraded versions, earlier software builds of the same soul. You're not competing with them, you're integrating with them. Let me explain. As we talked about in the last part, your oversoul runs all versions of you. The you now, the you that made different choices, parallel timeline you, higher density you, and the final version of you, future you. But here's the twist. Listen to this part carefully. You are the main playable character in the timeline, because this is the version of you doing the integrating. The other versions aren't NPCs. They're more like background processes, not fully rendered versions, running in the Oversoul's operating system. And during timeline shifts, you merge with them. Timeline merges are real, and here's the physics. Some of these you may have heard me mention before, but first we have quantum decoherence, which shows that multiple potential states can collapse into one reality. The many worlds theory, which poses that all timelines exist, but your consciousness chooses one by aligning with its frequency. And when your frequency jumps, you shift to the timeline that version of you is already holding that frequency, meaning timeline jumps aren't improving. They're you stepping into a version who already did. This can come in the form of personality shifts. Certain memories fade away. New skills appear. Your taste or desire suddenly changes. People fall out of your life. Synchronicities spike. Mandela effects. Nothing has changed. You're merging with a higher timeline self. Okay, so here's where it gets wild. Every major timeline upgrade includes memory convergence, skill integration, emotional clearing, identity stabilization, and probability collapse. This is why sometimes you can feel like, I don't recognize myself anymore, or I swear that never happened, or why do I suddenly know this? Those are signatures of a timeline merge. What many call a quantum leap, the Oversoul calls a version update. And what is future you? Future you is not you later in linear time. Future you is the final form of consciousness inside the simulation. It's the version of you that has already completed the entire arc, already remembered everything, already returned to the Oversoul level. To you now in this body, future you can be a guide, an architect. Future you sends you intuitive nudges, downloads, synchronicities. It's the version of you aligning you with your purpose and pulling you towards your highest self. But you don't become future you merge into it. And every timeline shift brings you closer. Every time you heal wounds, every time you clear fears or limiting beliefs, when you activate gifts, when you have fulfilled your mission and mastered the simulation and returned to Oversoul consciousness. In other words, the you who has already won the game. So, no version of you is an NPC. Every version is a fractal of your Oversoul, and you're merging into the highest one every time you upgrade. You, your Oversoul, the architect, is choosing the version of you to step into next, because you're not becoming someone new, you're remembering who you already are. Okay, I know that was a lot, but if you're picking up what I'm laying down, comment next level, baby.
Looks like you forgot, once again, how powerful you are.